Okay, hello there. So today we will try like the high-end semi-pro instrument, which are really quite nice. I have three Morel to test. Yep, there is free. They are free in the shop right now. So we will check them out. So the first one looks like that, kind of like a light brown instrument, I would say. Wood is quite interesting. Finish is pretty okay. As usual, we have ebony for the tail, we have ebony for the fingerboard. This one is pretty kind of like pretty thick, which is nice. Then for the pegs, the core is in ebony, and here the touch is in birch, as it is usual, like that. Then for the head we have something like this, nice carving of the mane. The head is also pretty interesting, pretty nice. So let's hear how it sounds. Also, it feels a little bit bigger than the usual Morel, a little bit, maybe a few centimeters bigger. Okay, so well, this instrument is actually pretty nice, pretty good. The sound is already pretty open, but it is kind of like very sharp. I think it's missing a little bit of bass. It's a little bit more like on the modern type of sound, I would say. Very rich in medium and in high frequencies. So basically, when we are playing single string, kind of like solo, especially for like modern composition, that's gonna sound very nice. But when we start to play double string for the traditional like tatlar or the dance and everything, it kind of sound too crisp, very sharp. So well, for me, I would maybe not go with that instrument. We'll see the next two, because it sounds more like on the modern type of sound and a bit less on the traditional kind of Morel warmth type of the sound. So, and also while I was playing, I can see there is a little hit here. It took a little shock on that side, and also there is some little scratch here around the and here as well. So there is like a 2-3 little scratch on the instrument, nothing too crazy, just little poke, I would say. But well, still interesting to mention it. Okay, so next we have this instrument, a little bit more like on the orange type of sound of color. Sorry, the wood here is quite interesting. We have like a more like interesting fiber, especially here we can really see that it's a very nice, really nice wood actually, like you can see like that. um, okay, so things are pretty okay here. I don't see any bump or weird thing here. Actually, here, interesting, we have a little knot, which I think kind of is exactly on one of the finger positions, so that can be a nice natural mark for finding the notes, which is pretty cool. Then here, oh, here actually the body is made of two wood, so I would not go with that instrument for that reason. If you can see here, I don't know if you can see, maybe you can see better on the other side. Here you can see the cut, so basically this is one wood, this is one wood, and actually, and then there is another wood here which is normal, so it's like 1, 2, 3. So for that reason I would not get that instrument, because this is not really a nice thing. This should definitely be one piece of wood, but let's hear the sound anyway. Of a peg sliding, which is also not really that interesting. So well, in terms of sound, I would say that this one is better than the previous one. It's a little bit warmer, but still it's pretty rich in medium and in high frequencies, so the sound is very sharp. Every note really sounds interesting, and especially when we play double string and we do all these little ornaments, they really pop. We can really they're not like, I would say, they're not like stuffed or muted or something. We can really hear the nice little ornament, the tzokhlok, like the this kind of things. They really sound nice and they really pop out, which is something that we want. So in terms of sound, I would say that it's better than the previous one, but the thing with the head here, which is like two wood, I'm not really comfortable with that. And there is where was it? Yeah, there is a very small, kind of like a small scratch here on the neck, but that's something that we can eventually sand. It's not deep, so that's something that we can sand out eventually. There is like, yeah, one or two little scratch made from the making of the instrument actually, so the sanding was a little bit not enough here. So apart of that, it's really really nice. The sound is really good, definitely really good. And yeah, the peg is sliding a little bit, but that's something that we can fix pretty easily. Right now the string is a little bit too much inside, so we would need to put it a little bit more on the right and maybe sand a little bit the peg, so that's something that can be fixed. Anyway, let's check the last instrument, and hopefully it will be a perfect one. Already I can see the wood is really nice. I mean, you can see that the wood is really cool. So this really look like almost like the master type of instrument, the wood that is usually used for the master super high-end instruments. So already the wood is really great. So well, yeah, let me just check in detail. Yeah, there is a little bit of the fiber that is showing here. Like, where is it? Yeah, here there is like a little line of fiber, which is okay. Yeah, and things are pretty good here as well. The fingerboard in ebony is really thick. I think it's even thicker than the previous one, which is also really nice. The wood of the tail is also great, and the shape is also a little bit different, a little bit more thin here, which is actually looking super nice. So already on the look, it's definitely super nice. Let me check a little bit in detail here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, here that's also something that is a little bit kind of common. There is a little bit of a scratch here below the peg, but that's not really too bad. So here is for the head, also really cool. So well, let's hear. Hopefully it sounds great. Let's see. Go a bit down. So here it's definitely new. So post is a little bit too high. Was reißer heute so? Sige tu zilta. The sound is a little bit sharp for my taste, but it's very strong, very powerful. Every note are so sharp, they really get out very cleanly. I mean, that's super clean. Every frequencies, every note are really getting out very nicely. So we're definitely more like on the modern, on the classical type of Morin Khuur. Very nice to play like this classical type of music. Maybe not as interesting for the tatlaq, the traditional music, or maybe you would need to drop down the tuning a little bit so it sounds a little bit warmer. But definitely from the free, in terms of wood, in terms of sound quality, for me this one is the best. Really sharp, and for sure it will open more, it will warm as you will play. But actually there is a fourth one that that my friend of the shop just took from the other side. So let's check that one. It's actually looking very nice, a little bit darker actually. It sounds quite, it looks quite nice. The finish is really nice actually. So if the sound is good, I think I will lock this one for you because it looks very promising. So here is for the back. The wood is really cool. Wood is a little bit more simple on the side, but the wood from the front looks very promising, very nice. And the making is very soft. It actually looks even more premium than the previous one. The neck is also really cool, really thick fingerboard, and the head is also really nice looking. So that instrument was actually a little bit hidden in between other instruments, so that's why I didn't see, and my friend just got it out from the middle of it. Was actually in the middle of the more expensive instrument. So yeah, and the head is actually really nice looking. That's why we thought it was more expensive actually. So this type of very nice carving is usually for the master instrument. It's not always made for the semi-pro. The previous one that we had was a little bit more simple. Here you can see it's a little bit more detailed, and we have the white stripe on the front. So well, let's hear the sound, but I think it sounds really good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the one. No debate. So no brainer. So well, that's a no-brainer. Between the four, this one is like totally smoking the previous three. It's very strong. I think it's even stronger in terms of volume than the previous three. It's really project and it's new, so it means it will evolve even more. It will project even more in the future. Then the sound is very clean. We have a very sharp sound, but I see that the sound post is actually quite close to the bridge. So let's see if we put it a little bit further, how it evolves. I think it's better if it's closer like that. So yeah, definitely like this is the best one. So let me just check again in detail if there are any weird scratch or something. The only thing I could eventually say is that sometime when we are sanding the lacquering, the wood kind of show a little bit. I don't think you will be able to see, but it's like very small white dot, I would say. So sometimes it kind of appears. So there is a few area where we can see that, but it's very minor things, very minor thing. The overall, the front is really nice, really smooth, very soft, very well done. The neck is also quite comfortable. I like also that there is a little bit more room than usual for the fingers, so you can really be free. Sometimes the higher bridge is a little bit small, and we tend to be a little bit stuffed below the strings. So here the comfort is really good. Also, something that is nice is that here you can see this part. It's actually a little piece of wood that is glued on the side, so it looks actually nice, and it helps support and make the core here more rigid, more solid. So it's very good for the how to say, like the life of the instrument. Will never break. It's like so solid because the core of the peg of the neck is, the fiber is going up, and then the wood here, the fiber is going here. So we have basically two fiber going together, so it's like so strong here. Really a good thing. The finish is really nice. So yeah, and the head is really looking good. So well, for me that's the one. There is not even a question. This one is like just so nice, looking good, looking premium. Sound is great, strong, sharp, and so on. So I will lock that one for you. Hopefully you will agree. That's so lucky that my friend actually saw it. So the sky, I would say, helped you get something like that, because it's really good. I think it's almost, it's like semi-pro, but we are very close to the master type of instrument. So this should be almost like a 300 or 400 more than the price. So that's a no-brainer. Definitely great opportunity. So I will log this one for you, and then we'll talk in the chat. See you.